how would you look at this season in totality, obviously factoring in the regular season, but also the disappointment of the postseason?
I think after reflection, I think it's been a great season. We've improved on last year. We wanted top four. We got top four. The only downside was the run in May and June. That stretch was tough, but again, we were away from home, so it's not easy on the road in this league. But that's the biggest disappointment, and I think we didn't let ourselves down in the playoffs, but we weren't at our best. That's another disappointment. So them two spells of the season is basically what's cost us. So next year I believe the squad we've got now, obviously Addy's going to be a huge loss. We're going to have to replace him, and whoever else comes in, we need to strengthen the team. And I think we've got the core of a real solid group there. That's the main thing.
You mentioned you weren't at your best. What kept you guys from getting to that level that you were in the 9-game win streak? I know a lot of credit goes to New York for that, but what kept you from being at your best, and what kept you, or what's keeping you from getting over the hump to try and fix for next year?
I don't know. I think just the final quality in the final third let us down a bit, but that was more. It wasn't to do with personnel. That was just. Sometimes you have them days as footballers where you try things and it doesn't come off. But I must admit, New York were very good. They were organised. They sat in and they did what we do to teams. They hit them on transition. We're usually very good at that. But no, it's fair play to New York. They were the better side over 3 games, and they've advanced rightly so. But we'll have a good break, and hopefully we'll get some people through the door to improve us again. And we want to reach for the top next year. I think we've got a squad now. We've got a club that's set up in the right position to do so.
Carol?
Hey Westy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good.
Good. You're 35 now, is that right?
Don't remind me.
Hey, you're quite a bit younger than me, so.
I don't feel it.
Tell me how you feel about where you are in your career, what you have left in the tank, what you want to do with Charlotte.
I feel great. I've had a slight back issue, so that's not been ideal. I've been looking after that the past few weeks. But now I feel good. I'm going to rest. I'll have a week off, and now we're back down to. I'll be back in the building, running on the treadmill, keeping fit. Because if I stop, I won't get going again. So that's the stage I'm at. I'll have a week off and try and come back and beat Brant Bronico in the fitness test.
Do you have to do anything for your back in the off season?
No, just rest. So, but I can't sit still. I'm a man that can't sit still. You might see that on the field. So it's going to be hard for me.
Okay. And do you see yourself playing out the length of this contract, the year one, then an option, or do you see yourself trying to shoot till 40, or are you taking it year by year? What you're thinking?
We've spoke about it at home. Like I said, I've got next year's a guarantee. I've got an option. That's not my option. It's the club's option. So if I perform, hopefully they'll keep me. But I've spoke to the kids won't let me retire. So I've got to keep going as long as possible.
Great. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Westy, good to see you. As you look towards next year, all your experience in the game, and you as a leader and the captain of this group, how can you, or what can you do to try to inspire that group and lead that group to another top 4, perhaps top table finish, a deeper run in the playoffs? I mean, as the captain, how do you kind of look at those responsibilities?
It's just habits. I'm a big guy on habits, how you train, how you look after your body on the off season. Football's changed so much, even from when I was coming through the door when I was a youngster. People, the older pros who I used to look up to, they would come back slightly overweight. But again, the past 10 years I've been in the game, that's changed. People come back even fitter than where they left. So that's one thing I've done. It's helped my career. I'll I've done it since I've been here. I'll do the same again. So yeah, it's just habits and creating good habits. Next year in training, I try not to miss. Don't miss many days in training. I try and lead training. So again, it's if you've got players that do that, then it rubs off on other players, and that creates a good environment.
And does the back issue impact your off-season golf plans?
Hopefully not. That's my biggest worry. But no, I feel good. I went and saw the specialist on Monday, so he said just be careful. So I won't be hitting it 350 yards. I'll only be hitting it 300.
You got my number. Good luck.
Go ahead, Danielle.
Outside of the physical things you're talking about in terms of your back and being healthy enough, but just when you guys end a season like the way you did, how much does that mentally kind of make you want to keep coming back?
Yeah, it's this year didn't feel like it was going to end, and we never said goodbye to anyone, whereas previous years where I've been at clubs and you say goodbye to people. But this year it's been strange. We thought we would make it through the playoffs. We were confident. Again, so no one was planning to say goodbye, but it just hits you. It hits you hard, and it takes a couple of days to really hit you, and it's not nice. We're in today. All the lads are in today, so this is the time now we say goodbyes. Enjoy your off season and see you next year. But no, it's been hard. We felt like we had a team that was capable of doing something, but we fell short. That's as simple as that. But again, we spend time with the families, we rest, we look after the bodies, and we come back wanting more next year. That's the most important thing.
Thank you.
Nick?
Hey, Ashley.
Good morning.
Good morning. I was wondering, in the off season, do you really just think about the next season, all off season, or do you try to just put it totally away so that you can be fresh and ready, especially knowing, your body needs to recover, but also mentally you need to recover? How do you handle that?
Good question. I completely switch off. Listen, you have a few days to reflect on what's happened, a few weeks, but then that's done. That's in the history. You focus on the main thing for me is spending time with the family, making sure I spend as much quality time with them, because during the season you have weekends that you're away. You don't see as much. My kid plays soccer. My little girl horse rides. So it's about you turning to being a dad for 9 weeks, and that's the most comforting thing for what we do. We get 9 weeks to fully turn into being a dad, being a good dad, being there for him. So that's the way I switch off. And then come January, February comes around very quick, and you have to suddenly switch out of that mode and become an athlete again. And my wife says it all the time, you become selfish, which I apologise to her for, but that's the mentality you need as being a professional, and that's what makes you successful. You have to turn away from being dad and focus on you've got a job to do for this football club.
Thanks, Ashley.
Logan?
Enjoy that time.
We'll go to Logan Meyer.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you very much. Question for you right out of the gate. Charlotte FC has made you a very big creative piece and a captain in the midfield. Every single team that rolls up to play Charlotte says, here's how we're going to deal with Ashley Westwood. Everyone has a plan. Not every player who steps on the pitch has to expect this from other teams. As that guy, as that leader, how do you go into each match knowing that at least one, maybe two other people on the other side of the pitch are specifically planning to stop you?
Well, I didn't know that, but it's nice. Thank you for letting me know. But no, this is one thing we look at when we watch videos. Teams will generally man mark me to try and stop me building out from the back. So we try and do things to do that. But no, I take it as a huge compliment. But we've got other players that can step up. But I think we've got a few players now that I think Wilf's going to be of the same mould when Pep's fit. So They can't just man mark three of us, so that gives other people space and time to create. So no, but that's the experience I bring. That's the experience Wilf brings. The quality Pep brings. So yeah, it's nice. It's flattered to know that teams do that. But again, I go on there and I focus on doing the best I can for Charlotte. That's all I do.
A little bit more of a fun question here. We have a regular counter of the number of outside of box ball coming from the sky volleys that you're going to shoot in each year. So can you give us your expectation for 2026?
I don't think I'd won this year, which is disappointing. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 3.
I love it. I'll be excited to see him.
You can buy me a drink if it comes true.
Last one will go is to Luke.
Hey Ashley, it's been a dynamic season, ups and downs, and I've heard you in the past talk about how you love being in America, you love your truck, and I'm wondering during the off season here, do you have any vacation plans? You seem kind of like a road trip kind of guy.
I think the kids have demanded. We've got friends up in New Hampshire. But I think this is a trip for when I've fully retired. The kids want to rent an RV and we want to do a road trip up there and do on the coast of Maine and all that area. So that's one for the future. This year we go back to England for Christmas. We'll have a week there. But the kids are in school now, so they're in American school. They're in the American system. So I have to be careful taking them out like any other parent. I think New Year we come back for New Year and I think we're going up the mountains I think we're going Beach Mountain and see the fireworks up there. So I'll be doing my rounds of North Carolina, and that's what I do. I love this place. It's home now, so I wanna enjoy home.
Well, that's excellent. I can definitely vouch for the Maine Coastal Highway trip. It's great. I had another question here. During the off season, you talked about Charlotte needs to reload a little bit, fill in some missing pieces. How active are you, or how active do you want to be in that recruiting process to tell other players about your experience with Charlotte and bring in the best talent or the best pieces?
I want no part of it because I'll get blamed if it goes wrong. But no, if a club is in talks with a player and a player wants to know about Charlotte, wants to know about the city, wants to know about the lifestyle, if they've got kids, family, then I'll certainly help. But as far as do I know who's coming in, I have no idea. That's down to Zoran and the scouting and the manager. But if, like I said, if players do get put forward, I will talk to them and tell them how great Charlotte is, what a great club we're building, and what a great city and what great people are here. So that's all my role is.
Thanks, Ashley, and quick recovery for your back, man.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Westy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Time.